Because we've heard a lot of stories, and there's talk about the fact that you were here, he was not in the country, and you refused to move there, and why you wanted to pursue your career ahead of family, and things along those lines.
First of all, I got married early because I wanted to have a family. So anybody wouldn't think that I would want to choose career over family, in as much as career is also very important, right?
Yeah.
Basically, there would never be a particular reason. You know how these things work. I mean, it's like I said, differences. Incompatibility, or not being able to reach certain compromises, or, finding common ground. When you're with someone, even your work partner, I mean, if you cannot find common grounds, if you cannot agree on certain things.
You think you married too soon?
No, I don't think I married too soon. I was pretty much of age, but maybe a little bit in a hurry, but I don't think I married too soon.
Do you think you should have been together in a space? Maybe distance helped ruin things, maybe?
Ibuka. To being together actually helps in understanding. I mean, creates more platform for you to understand each other more. So maybe it would have helped.
That's it?
Maybe, yeah, because I'm not sure.
Because, I mean, you were the one in the marriage. I'm sure you would have known when things started getting bad or going wrong and all of that.
Well, maybe it would have helped. Distance. I mean, distance plays a very important role in a relationship. I mean, no matter the indifference or the incompatibility, if you're together a lot of things can actually, you can find a way to work things out. But how do you don't get to work things out when there is no contact?
Yeah. Was he okay with the kind of job you did?
He met me an actor, so I want to believe he was okay with that.
He never complained about it?
People... naturally, I mean, yeah of course. My work takes my time. It takes, it actually does take time, so...
Yeah. But I mean,
it interferes, kind of, yeah.
Not even about the fact that you were here and he was there. I'm talking about, I mean, there are certain people who say, okay, you're married, you shouldn't be doing certain roles or whatever it is. I'm not sure he did anything crazy in any movie, but were there times when he wondered?
I tried to really keep my roles as decent as possible when I got married. Of course, naturally, there's certain roles that you're naturally not going to be allowed to play. Even if you're allowed to play, you wouldn't just want to play them because, I mean, not just your husband, you've got his relations as well. Even if you understand, I mean, his relatives might not understand.
That came up as well a lot, the fact that there was more than two of you in the relationship. Did his family interfere too much? Because we heard a lot of that. I'm just trying to confirm.
He was the last child
of
a family, so naturally, family members would want to be sure that their brother or their son is doing okay. So about not being only me and not just two of us, I wouldn't say that. I would just think that, natural interferences, which I think it's normal.
Yeah.
If I have a younger brother, which I love a lot, I would definitely want to know how he's faring with wherever he is. So.
Any regrets with the time spent in marriage?
I try not to regret my actions, so I would say that it's been an experience which I've learned a lot from. It's made me a stronger person. It's made me wiser, and I think it's actually made me more mature. So I won't say I regret anything. I would say that I've learned my lessons a lot.
There's a talk now about the fact that Nollywood and marriages don't work. And unfortunately, I mean, it's like, okay, you're part of the statistic now. Is that a myth? Is that true? Does that have anything to do with the kind of job you do?
Honestly speaking, I would say that, in my own opinion, I think that the work that we do exposes us to certain caliber of people, you know what I mean? Most of the times we attract the wrong people. I'm saying I'm talking about not me, myself now, I'm talking about like actors in general, I mean celebrities, so to say. People come to you for sometimes all the wrong reasons. Yeah. Some people think that because you're on TV, you're supposed to be cut from a different cloth, or you're supposed to probably not brush. I don't know. They expect something.
Or they see a movie and think you are that person.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And so, these things actually, I think, from my own opinion, I think that it really does affect our relationships because when people come to you because of what they see on TV, it's hard for them to accept you as a person, considering the fact that what you do is just you're putting up an act.
Yeah.
You're just doing a job, just like what you're doing. Do you understand? I mean, you can be mean to me now, doesn't necessarily make you a mean person, but because this is the
I'm not
job.
mean.
No, but you're not mean yet. You haven't gotten to mean. So, I mean, it's.
I'm not a mean person.
Yeah, it's. I know you're not. So, yeah, I think we attract all calibers, all sorts of people. Sometimes the right people, sometimes the very wrong. People come to you for very wrong reasons. Sometimes they think you have all that. Sometimes they think, and when they come and they find out that, look, this is just a regular girl, it becomes a problem.
Does it mean, going forward now, how is that going to affect, you think, your relationships with men going forward? Is marriage still in the cards for you? Are you thinking of dating at all? Is an actor going to be considered? Things like that. You rolled your eyes like a lot there.
Don't I do that a lot? Marriage, well, for now, I'm just trying to focus on my life. Right all the wrongs. Marriage, I don't know, my mom seems to have a different opinion. I naturally think that for right now, I would just rather want to just focus on my life.
Who is Mike Godson to you?
Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, who is he? Because I search your name, and his pictures pop up all over the place.
Really?
And it's not one, it's not twice, it's not 3 times you've been spotted together with him. I know he's an actor. So what is your relationship with Michael Godson?
What is my relationship with you?
My picture doesn't pop up with you.
It does. Actually, I have a picture of you and I on my phone. It's actually on my Instagram page. Okay. Mike is a friend.
They haven't written articles about me and you dating.
Probably because they've not seen us. They should see us one of these days.
Why have they seen you and him a lot is what I want
Because I work with him a lot. We get to work often. And he's a friend. He's a family friend. He's friends with my siblings. He's my friend. We're good friends. So
you don't think it's curious that you became family friends after?
No, we've been friends. I've known Mike for a long time, just like I've known you. I've known other actors. We've been friends. Sometimes I like to do, sometimes I have a party in my house. I invite my colleagues, my friends. I have male friends, I've got female friends. They just pick whoever they want to pick.
So he's just a friend?
He's a friend.